welcome back to my channel. My name is Kingsley Oji and I'm a senior product designer. I've been designing for almost 10 years now, so I've been opportunity to work with different sectors, from SaaS to fintech, from fintech to AI, from AI to even health tech. So today I'm going to be doing something specifically for the desktop because you guys have always been requesting for it to happen, and there is this site that I discovered. We're not just trying to redesign the entire site, we're just going to redesign the hero section so you can actually pick on my thought process, how I actually solve real life business product problem. I'm also going to be walking you through how I designed the animation, and also if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video and set a notification. You can also reach out to me on LinkedIn. My name is Kingsley Oji, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, my name is Design with Kingsley, and if you want to follow me on TikTok, my name is Design with Kingsley. If you want to follow me on X, my name is Design with Kings. And yeah, that being said, we are going to rush back into the video and I'm going to show you how I created this in Figma. So this is the website we are going to be working on. We are only focusing on the hero section. This is the section, and they are into selling of all form of gadgets. I think they focus mainly on projectors and television, I guess. So we are only improving the hero section. Reason being that if people discover this site from maybe Google or other search engine, what actually determines if they will stay or just leave is whatever the information you're actually passing here. So we're going to make this more appealing for anybody that is coming into this platform to stay or just continue browsing. Now the intention is just not to drive them away. I have my tablet here where I'll be mirroring the design. I love mirroring some of this my design with my laptop, so I will be seeing the real life changes. I don't like previewing for some obvious reasons. So I'm going to go to my Figma. To start, we're going to come to this place, the frame, and select iPad Air. I'm going to also set this to 20. Yep. So the next thing I'm going to do is to come back to this platform, scroll down, and I'm going to pick this image. So the image you saw me actually using is this one, this image. So I'm just going to screenshot it. If you're using Mac, you just press Shift Command 4, and if you're using Windows, I don't know what you're going to press, to be honest. So I'm going to just select this area and just screenshot it. So I'm going to come down a bit. I will try as much as possible to avoid the must-have upgrade for your home theater. So I'm just going to select only this and come back here, then drag it inside this place so it stays here. Now we're going to increase this, set it here. I'm also going to increase it a bit further. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to get I'm just going to block this place off, or we could just use this and set the background. So that's the right thing to do. So I'm going to pick this, come here and pick this too, then set this so it blends into the main background. So here we have something that looks like this. The next thing I'm going to do is to have a block here, and I'm going to make sure that I bring it in. Make sure this is clipped. Yeah, it's now inside. So I'm going to select the light area and come to effects, layer blur. We're going to set this to 200 so it stays like this. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to duplicate it, bring one here, and I'm going to set this to take this color. So what we're just trying to do is to blend that top place in. So here you can now see that everything is well blended. We are now going to go back to the design itself, sorry, the website. I'm going to copy their logo, then come here and paste it, paste here. So here I'm going to paste it. Now we're going to resize this. So once that is done, looking good on my laptop, so we are going to set their, we're going to set home, and duplicating it to products. So this product have icon beside it. I'm just going to bring a drop down icon, place it beside this. Then I'm going to come here, click on this so we can actually reduce the width and the height. And we're going to set this to 14. So once that is done, I'm going to give it a light gray color. Then select these two and add auto layout, Shift A. And we're going to remove this from bold to medium. Make sure that this is 14 and this is 14. So we're going to select these two and also add auto layouts. Now we're going to duplicate only this once. So you see what we have here. So the next thing we're going to have is, let me see what it looks like on my tab. Okay, looking good. We're going to have webcam, projectors, Aurora Pro MK2, explored and services. So I'm just going to type webcam. Then the next thing I'm going to do is projectors. Then the next one is Aurora Pro MK2. Then we have explore. Then we have services. So let's check if we are missing anything. No, we're not missing anything. Okay, we are missing this new and hot. So we're going to add that much later. And I'm going to open this up. Then I'm going to make sure that this is centered. I'm going to give it a 20. So I think 20 seemed to, is it 20 or 20? So I was wondering that the gap was way too much. So bring this inside here. And the next thing we're going to do here is to actually give a fill. And I'm going to make this to be linear. Then I'm going to twist it so it stays vertical. The next thing I'm going to do is to find a way to blend it into this place. So I'm going to pick this, reduce it a bit. Then I'm also going to choose the black area and I'm going to reduce it a bit. Then this, I'm also going to reduce it much, so I don't want it to look so embossed. So once I'm done, I'm going to leave it. The next thing I'm going to do is to come to effects, come to background blur, and I'm going to set this to 20. Then the interesting part, set this to 50. So it now have full corner radius. Now we're going to give a stroke, and for this stroke we're going to make it linear. So for the linear, I'm going to make it 3. So for this one, we are going to use something that has to do with this, and for this we would use this background, and for this we are also going to use this background. Then for this, we are going to tune it down a bit so it doesn't look so obvious. Just tune it down a bit. So you see what we did there. So I'm going to go back to the linear and tune this down also. Let's see. Okay, looking good. So for the home where we are, let's see what they did. They didn't actually highlight it. So it's just showing that it's not even showing that you're on the homes page. But for this, what we're going to do is to select everything here. The white section, I'm going to just find a way to gray it. Then for this, I'm not going to grade, I'm just going to leave it to be pure white. And the next thing I'm going to do is to have something that looks like this, and we can actually try to see if we bring it in, then click on this. So let's align it this way. Remember to clip the content here. So what we're going to be doing now is to make sure that this takes this color. Then come here, come to effects, come to this layer blur, and we're going to try and set this to 50. Oh, 50 swallows it. 30, 30 is coming up. 20, 20 looks better. Then 10 on 15. Nope. 18. Let me see what it looks like. Okay, doesn't look like we're currently on the home page. So what I'm going to do is to actually set this. I'm going to blind this. Then we're going to make this linear, truss this up. Yeah. So for this one, I'm going to pick this place and we are going to give oh sorry guys, let's pick this and bring this up. Then for the linear, I'm going to just cancel it and leave it this way. So for this, I'm going to set it to, I'm going to change the color to probably something that will be much more noticeable. So if it looks like this, you're on the home page. Rather just change this back to white. So you just do this tryouts to make sure until you get everything right. So we'll leave it at 15 first. So let's leave it here. So but this, I have a huge feeling that users might actually overlook this. So what I might do is just to forget the aesthetics part and set it up like this. So here you're on the home page. The next thing I'm going to do is to make sure that this is set to auto and is right on the center. We are going to go and bring out the icons we're going to be using. We will need hearts. We will need search. We will also need cards. And finally, we will need user. So let's arrange this in order of their importance. Remember, I'm also trying to make sure that I'll follow through to the consistency in the design, so not just to make this look so beautiful. So the next thing I'm going to do is to make this 0 here and 0 here pop. So I'm going to just make it 0. So we're going to reduce this 0 to 10, not bold. We set this to medium. Then I'm going to add auto layout. Now for this, I'm going to set this to be red. Move this all the way, and this is not the way I designed, so because I've not predefined these colors as variables, I'm just going to pick them. So it's just solely for the tutorial that we are doing. So I'm going to set this to 32, and we have equal space. I'm going to set this to 14. Yeah, much better. Then give it full corner radius of 14, and let's try 15. Yeah. So once you're done, just bring it in and push it here. I'm going to copy it and also push it there. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to select these two guys and unclip them so that these zeros would show. So select everything here and add the layout. Then all the blocks, we're going to set it to white because we've set white as our variables. That's why you see me do that. But the colors that we've not set, we just pick it. Now I'm going to select this, holding my shift and my command button together, and I'm going to add the layout. So we're going to push this forward, make sure that this is centered, and I'm going to set this here, up, then bring this. What I'm going to do now, make this auto, then here, bring them back to probably 40. Yeah. So for this, I'm going to reduce the opacity to 8 to 60. So this would be much more visible. Then the same thing with this one. Reduce the opacity to 60. You can just bring it down a bit. So our design is actually taking shape. The next thing we are going to do is to write the Aurora Pro MK2. Then we're going to just put in the text. Pro MK2. So we're increasing this all the way. I'm going to change it to 48, and I'm going to make sure that this is very visible. Make sure it's in the center. Then the next thing we are going to be doing is to infinite depths of vision, write it. I'm going to reduce this to 14, then get this to medium, bring it somewhere here, and we're going to duplicate it, bring the next one here. So the next one says see beyond the ordinary. So this depth should be in capital letter, and division should also be in capital letter. So we're going to select these two and add the layouts. Now I'm going to demarcate this too with just this eclipse. So just small dots. And it's going to be 8 by 8. We just bring it inside. Now I'm going to set this to auto and bring them close. So this is too big. We just reduce it to 4. Much better. So we have these two showing infinite depths of vision and see beyond the ordinary. Then the next thing we're going to be doing is, let's see how this looks on my tab. Looking good. Going to just add the shop now. Shop now button. Let this be black. And I'm going to add auto layout. Set this to be white. Then we're going to give full corner radius of 50. We are still coming to the interesting part. So set this to be semi bold. Bring this right here. So we have this. Make sure it doesn't cross this line. So we can as well just bring this down a bit. So it stays here. So we have this. So we're going to select this first because it's a frame. Then select this and select this and add auto layout. So not looking good. So what I'm going to do is to add these two together, then select this one and add auto layout. So everything looks way better. The next thing I'm going to do is to increase this. We're going to set it to 24. Just let's give them space. Then let's make this more prominent. And we have this. We also have this. So what we're going to do is to screenshot this and bring them here. So for this, where do we place it? So what I'm going to do is to duplicate this two, or just use one. Go to this, come here and crop. So we're going to crop the first one out. Leave this space here. Reduce this one. Then make sure crop out the top area. So we'll have something that looks like this. We're going to now duplicate this. Then raise this up. Double click to raise it up. Then bring it close. So once that is done, we're going to select the two and add auto layout. Bring this close. So it looks like we're just showing you all the whole features that this TV comes with. We don't have to break it. So I'm going to clip content and I'm going to give 50 as a full corner radius. So once I'm done, I'm going to bring this in. So the important thing I'm going to do here is to make sure I place it close to the television. I'm going to reduce this and we'll place it somewhere here. That's number one. So we have this stuff here. I didn't want to screenshot it because I have a different approach where how I want to use this stuff, because if we screenshot it and just come and drop it here, it's going to mess up our design. So what I'm going to do is to go and look for this award. This is EVS forum award. So we're going to come here and look for it. Image AVS. What does it say? AVS forum. AVS forum award. Yeah. So this is the right one we're looking for. So I'm just going to copy it, then go back to our design and just drop it. You know, they've won it twice, so we are duplicating this. We're going to resize this. Let's place it somewhere around here and duplicate it. Now the next one is the red dot winner 2023. So we're going to look for the red dots winner 2023. So that's it. There you go. We're going to copy this, paste it here. So it's way too big, so we're going to reduce this. Remember, the size of this is 62, so we're reducing this to be 62, 60. We're just going to make them 60. Then this also, we would make them 60. So once I'm done, I'm going to add just a little thing to soften the ground on this. So I'm just going to just make it 5, just light curved edge. So select this, select this, select this, and add other layouts. Now we're going to fill it, but in a different way. We're going to also reduce the opacity, increase this a bit, and just reduce it. Yeah. So I'm going to give 20. Oh, 20 is way too much. 10, 8, 8. Give a corner radius of 8. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to go to effects, set this to background blur, and set this to 20, and it looks like this. So we have this obviously stated here. So the next thing we're going to add is the go back to the design. There's a bunch of stuff we need to add. It's the rewards and the floating cart. So the cart is actually repeated. Let's say we are going to bring this cart here when you have something in your cart, so we don't have this floating here to distract the users. And we're also going to have this to come up when you scroll all the way to the bottom, so it doesn't actually distract the user. Most of these things that keeps hanging here and there have been known to cause massive frictions when users are actually browsing, regardless of how little it might be. So I'm just going to add this reward to just stay there, the tick to be sticky. So I'm going to come back here and rewards. So here we have it. And the next thing I'm going to do is to go back to Iconify and bring gifts. So here is the, okay, I'm going to use this one. So once we have something that looks like this, I'm going to set this to be 18. Then select the 2 and add auto layout. Bring this to 10 and give 10, also give 16. So we have our reward showing this way. We don't want it to be swallowed inside the background because there's a lot going on in the background. So what we're going to do is to pick this color and almost likely the same color they picked. Then we're going to add a little opacity, come to effect, set this to 20, then change this to white. Then we're going to give a full corner radius just for, so we have the rewards sitting here or we could actually set these to white. So we can actually make this prominent. Oh, I'm going to set this to black. So we have this prominently placed here. So regardless of how much you're scrolling, it's just going to stay there. And we don't want it to be buried inside the background because there's a lot of stuff happening in the background already. That's why I changed it back to white, because if we change the color to blue, it would be buried inside the background and users are not going to actually notice it. So the next thing, which is the interesting part, is to go and find a music, a video that we're going to put here. So to do that, I'm going to select this and cover this area entirely. Make sure that this is brought forward. So we're going to cover this, come here, cover this too, and also cover here and cover this. So we're going to give just 2 corner radius so it doesn't look like this. So look at what is happening, because the edges are way too sharp. So we're going to leave it like this, and we check this end too, all good. Let's just increase it a bit. Yep. Let's check the bottom and see if everything is good. Yeah, all good. So this is going to be where we're going to center all the attraction to give that effect that, oh yeah, this is something. So we're going to also go back and reduce this award. I think it's taking too many stuff, so I'm going to get this to 50 or 45. Is this org? Yeah, org. So we're placing it here. So the next thing we're going to do now is to go to, most times I go to YouTube to look for good image videos that will play. We're going to see the image that would, we're not going to drag it inside. So what I'm going to come is, if you want to, because we recorded this vertically, you can just transfer it to your phone if you're using an iPhone, or just get a video stuff that you can just use it to place it horizontally, so it can actually fit in here. So I'm just going to come here, go to video. So if you're not using Figma Premium, you might have a hard time adding this effect. So what I'm going to do is to select that particular video. I'm going to go to recent, select this, okay, yeah, then put it right inside there. So here is what it looks like when we preview this design. So I'm just going to preview this design, fit width. So this is what it looks like. So this is the previous design that I made. So I'm going to go back and preview this. Let me just preview this. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to actually go to prototype, come back here and lighten things up. We're going to use this background, then go back. So this is what the new home page of Nexico actually looks like. So this is what their hero section now looks like. So you can see that the the menu is rightfully placed in the same place. We did not shift it. We are very careful. So when you're doing complete design overhaul, make sure you don't mix up things or change things from where the users used to know it to be to somewhere else. It's going to cause a lot of chaos. So here the logo is still where it is. All these icons we still maintain that. So we are also going to check how often they click on search, if we are going to prioritize the main search and just leave it open and bury all of this stuff into a menu icon. But if they don't actually do that, we just leave it to also stand as an icon, then the profile obviously going to stay as what it is as an icon. It's when you also look at probably some sites like Full Story, if this app is plugged into Full Story or Hotjar, you can track the user's behavior on how often they click in this area. So if they actually find difficulty clicking stuffs here, you might as well find a way to rearrange stuff. May probably change this to an image or make this pop more, or also the cards also pop. So here you can see that the everything, we just assume that this would attract, it's just gonna keep the attention, because when they say this TV, what you're trying to sell is TV. So when you say this TV, you obviously know that, yeah, this is the right thing. You now start scrolling. So the next thing we're going to do is to add this effect. So we're going to actually force them to scroll down. So this is not just a screen. Go back here. We're going to look for arrow down. So this is the arrow that I'm going to use. I'm going to use this one. So once I have this, I'm going to increase this to 40. Then this, I'm going to move it down, duplicate it, and move this up. So we have something that looks like this. So we're going to increase the height. Select these two and reduce it. So I'm going to show you the reason why I did this. So now come here and set this to white. We're going to make this to be a component. Now select this one and this one and move them up. That's why I did that thing. So I'm going to move them up. So we're going to animate this. Go to prototype, come here, push this and say after delay, slow, smart animate slow 600 milliseconds. Then for this, after delay 2, we're going to set this one to 1 milliseconds. So we don't want it to always be bouncing. We just want it to bounce and wait, bounce and wait. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to set this to 1 milliseconds. So once you're done, you're going to select this one, anyone, just bring this out and put somewhere here. We're going to place it somewhere there. And the next thing I'm going to do is to check. So you see what it looks like. Now it's not going to work, but what we're going to do is to actually re-preview this. So you see it working now. So it's still not working. I'm going to go back and see why it's not working. So all of them are on after delay 1 milliseconds, then this also after delay 800 milliseconds. So we're going to set this to 1 milliseconds and see if it also works. So we're going to just come here and preview and see what happens. So let's reload. So you can see it working here. You can see it working here. So we're going to go back and find out the reason why it's not working here is because let's just restart and set this to, let's set a flow for this, flow 1. So when we restart, yeah, it will now start working. So with this, users will know that they need to click, or sorry, they need to scroll down and continue exploring all the stuff that these guys have to offer. So if you actually enjoy my tutorial, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and set the notification icon, set the notification on, and like, comment, and tell me what you would love to see in my next video. Next is going to be a UX audit of a fintech app that I'll be sharing very soon. Please just stay tuned, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye for now.